Coming to us live from Washington, D.C. Good Morning Football to Super Bowl winning GM Charlie Casserly. Uncle Charlie, one of the first parts of the NFL offseason is, of course, the Combine. Tell me what I need to know.
Well, first of all, Kay, the Combine was started in the early 80s as an efficient way to get physicals. Before that, teams would bring in 30, 40 players on their own, big expense. So you had all the teams do it in the league. But guess what, Kay? You would draft players you never had a physical on. That's mind-boggling. But that's where it was in the late 70s. Around 1981, the Combine, the National Scouting Combine, decided, it was called United then, decided to go to Tampa, bringing all the players to one location and give them physicals. There were 3 combines, so players would go to 3 combines. We got them there. You know what? We have them. Let's work them out. Let's time them. So it evolved into a physical first, then workouts, then interviews, then psychological testing. And then, how about television? Well, I was on the competition committee for a long time. NFL Network came to us and says, we want to broadcast this. I had the famous line, and this is irony, Kate. I said, do you think anybody's going to watch this thing? And they said, absolutely. And I said, well, if you think somebody will watch it, go right ahead. And guess what? I'm going to be broadcasting on it, too, again. So anyway, so it's worked out pretty good. It's a very efficient way to get physicals.
Charlie, I think the Good Morning Football crew needs to be at the Combine. I have never been, and I'm excited to see
You're
it all
not
go
going.
Down. I didn't say I'm not going. I'm saying I hope I can get to go finally and be there up close and personal, because my next question to you is, what do the GMs, the scouts, the coaches take away from being there up close and personal?
Well, I'll tell you what now. I'm listening to this TO discussion. It's very passionate. People got some complaints about it, et cetera. Okay, I got the passion, all right? I'll give you what I'm passionate about. Hey, Kay, I get sick and tired of hearing people say he's got to have a great combine. Oh, he blew it at the combine. Hey, reality is this. This is what teams will tell you, and I agree with it. 90%, it's an arbitrary figure, I admit, is what you do on the tape, how you play the game. The Combine still comes down to getting a physical, which is the most important thing because it's the only way to get it done, and your 40-yard dash, the time. Why? Because when you watch a player on tape, how fast he is. That is important. Now, let me say this about time. I coached track a long time ago. You can make a guy faster in the 40-yard dash by technique and starting conditioning, okay? So when some of these guys run, they're not that fast. They run 4.25. They're not 4.25. They're fast, but so you have to look at the tape, have a play speed, and then judge how fast they run and make a decision on what you think the guy is. Now, if they don't do well in the physical or the time, you redo it in the spring. So it's still physicals and time, and then also, okay, real quick, the drills. That's my favorite part, to see them drilling. Now, here's where teams are right now. You have players graded. This year's draft, strong in corner, strong in pass rusher. They got a lot of guys graded together. So now you want to see them athletically to begin to separate them. You cannot judge athletic ability accurately off tape or television. You need to see it live. You need to see it with space. You need to see it in 3 dimension.
I just think, Charlie, that, there's the 3-cone drill, the shuttle run, the 40-yard dash. They should also have to take me on in a pizza-eating contest there to show their endurance and their will. And they should also, I think coaches and GMs and scouts want to see how they do being interviewed by Kyle Brandt, don't you think?
Oh, no, wait a minute now. That could be over. Hey, Kyle, I'll tell you what. One time the Tennessee Titans got a guy to cry in the room. Cry. Can you make a guy cry?
Yeah,
well, you probably can make some people cry, but for different reasons, I know. So.
Cry laughing, absolutely.